Hey guys, welcome to Cubium. In this video, I'm going to be explaining the structure of a 2x2. So you may have noticed that 2x2s are often just as expensive or only slightly less expensive than 3x3s when you're shopping online, even though they're much smaller than a 3x3. Because after all, a 3x3 is much less expensive than a 4x4 or 5x5. So why is this? So the reason is that 2x2s are actually 3x3s in disguise. That's right, manufacturers are tricking you. They're saying it's a 2x2, but in fact, they're selling you a 3x3 all along. So you can see in a 2x2, the 3x3 middle layers have been hidden underneath these large chunky corners. So if you come a bit closer to the camera, we can see that there's actually these hidden edge pieces inside of a 2x2. This makes perfect sense because if we try taking the edge pieces out of a 3x3, we can see how unstable it becomes. And so that applies to a 2x2, and that's why a 2x2 has these hidden edge pieces. But the problem comes when you can't control the middle layer on a 2x2, because there is a 3x3 middle layer like this, but you can't do M moves on a 2x2. So that means there can be problems if the middle layer gets misaligned. For example, if something like this happened on a 3x3, you just, put it back. But if something like that happened on a 2x2, you can't control the middle layer to fix it, which would mean you'd get bad lockups, which you don't want, obviously. If you imagine trying to turn a 3x3 holding on to only the corners, you can imagine that it would quickly get misaligned. And this is a problem we can't allow in 2x2s. Manufacturers use a special trick where they attach one out of the 8 corners on a 2x2 to the core and 3 of the edge pieces. So if you look really closely, you can see that this edge, this corner piece here, has actually been linked to the inner edge pieces and the core, which is why you can corner twist all of these corners with ease. But this corner just won't budge. It's because it's connected to the core. And also why, if we look closely here, when I do this turn, you can see that the screw is not moving. But if I turn it from this side, the screw is moving. And that's because this piece is attached to the core. This method fixes a lot of problems that you would have with the inner edge pieces on a 2x2. But there's one problem it does create. The problem is that half of the time, you're effectively doing wide moves when you're doing algorithms. It's like doing a J-perm like this. Naturally, wide moves are more unwieldy than normal moves, and this means it's a lot harder to, say, corner cut with a wide move, and it means that there's an uneven balance between different sides on a 2x2. So while one side might be easier to control, another side is harder to control because you're moving the entire core. And so there you have it. That is the secret of 2x2s revealed. They're actually 3x3s with one piece linked to the core. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe because it really helps my channel to grow. And I'll see you next time. Well, that's pretty good, I think. It's enough filming. Bye now.